Hi, and welcome back to Berry Patch Lifestyle. My name is Tracy, and my dream is to inspire people to stay active for mobility, flexibility, and longevity. The stretch we're going to do today is for if you've just come from a walk, a run, or a hike, or really you can do it at any time for just a little bit of extra movement in your body and gain some flexibility. It's really important to stretch after you do any activity like that, keep you from being too sore the next day, especially if you're kind of a first timer. So for today, we're gonna start standing and we're just gonna feel the ground with our feet, same way we kind of always start is by grounding down. So we're gonna lift our toes up and then claw them into the mat. I always do it with my fingers too. And you're gonna find the space behind your big toe, behind your baby toe, and at your heel, and just really feel the ground. Make sure we're nice and stable. Take your shoulders and press them back and down. Heads up tall, but chin is tucked ever so slightly so we protect everything, hands shining forward. We'll inhale, bring those shoulders up around your ears. Exhale, press them down. Inhale up and exhale down. We're gonna take our left hand and place it on our heart. Bring your right hand forward and swim it all the way to the back. Each time we inhale, we'll hold, exhale, and twist just a little bit farther. One more time. And then last time. And now we're just gonna switch hands and we'll swim that left arm all the way to the back. Inhale up. Exhale and twist. Inhale up tall. Exhale and twist. And last time. Now we're going to take that right arm right across the body. Remember to keep breathing. Try to press your shoulder away from your ear. And we're going to switch using the other arm for a little bit of assistance. We don't want to torque too much. One of my favorite stretches, we'll take a knee bend, arms up and overhead as we inhale, drop the left arm, turn to the left wall, and we're gonna sweep all the way down around the world, come all the way back up, inhale that left arm up, exhale right down, we're gonna turn to the right wall, come all the way around, and back up, and we'll inhale the right arm back up, and then we're gonna spread our fingers and really squeeze into those shoulders. One more time. Inhale up, squeeze into your shoulders. Last time, inhale up and squeeze into those shoulders. We're gonna come to the top of our mat now, and we're gonna start off with a forward fold. So deep knee, not deep knee bend, just a slight knee bend. Arms up and overhead, fold forward wherever is your first point of tension. If you touch the mat, that's fine. If you're at your thighs, that's fine too. And you're gonna drop your head if you can. Just breathe. Now clasp opposite elbow. See if you can fold forward just a little bit farther. And you can nod your head yes. And shake your head no. Release your arms. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Release that. Slight knee bend, arms up and overhead. Inhale, forward fold again, and we're gonna step back into plank. So you're in plank position now. You're gonna push your sits bones up to the sky for down dog, and we will pedal the feet. Arms straight, little slight bend at the elbow, micro bend,
Head in between the arms, sits bones up to the sky. Press your heels as close to the mat as you can. Lift them all the way up. And now press down. Continuing to breathe. Now you can bring your knees to the mat. Arms right underneath your shoulders for cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, tilt our tail up, look up to the sky, flex as much as you can, and then when we exhale, we'll curl the tail under, push all the air out, mid-back goes up to the sky, inhale, curl everything up to the sky again, exhale, push mid-back up, inhale, look up to the sky. You can continue to do that if you like, or you can join me and I'm going to press into my right hand, maybe move it a little closer to the center. I'm going to reach around with my left hand and I'm going to grab onto my toes and we'll stretch up from there. Inhale, exhale, remembering to breathe. Now we release that. Left hand comes a little closer to the center. Reach around with your right, grabbing the left toes, stretching up. You can release that. And now press back up into down dog. We'll bring the left foot a little closer to center. Right leg goes up into the sky. The right toes will go to the left wall. Open that hip just a little bit. And now we're going to bring the right knee to the right wrist for pigeon. So for our pigeon today, we'll breathe into this position for a couple of breaths. And then, if you choose, you may stay here or place your right hand in the center, take your left hand. You get a really nice quad stretch if you can do this, and if you can't, that's okay too. Stay right where you were. Have some breaths here. Now release that. We're going to take everything down to the mat. You can make a little pillow with your hands. Put your forehead here for 3 breaths. Come on back up. Place your hands on the mat. Curl your toes of your left foot. Right goes up into the sky and then meets the mat again. We're going to put our right foot about the center of the mat, left foot up into the sky, left toes to the right wall, open the hip, and now a gentle swing through for pigeon on this side. Again, we'll stay here. If this is where you choose to stay, a few breaths. If not, you can grab your right foot as the same as we did on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to take my left hand kind of to the center, grab my right foot with my right hand, and a few breaths here. sleepy pillow time. Make the little pillow with your hands. Head down. Come on back up. Curl the toes of your right foot under. The left foot goes up into the sky and now meets the mat. Press into your heels again in this down dog. Look up between your hands and we're going to step the left foot forward and now the knee of the right leg just comes down. And then we're going to swing our arms all the way up for a nice hip stretch. So you're kind of not forcing too much, but pushing that hip forward. Try to stay square in the hips. Make sure you can see the toes of your left foot. And we'll just stay here for a couple of breaths. Take those arms down and you're going to frame your left foot. And as we do that, we're going to send our hips back. Little frog growing in my throat. Toes come up. And then we'll just bend over that leg. Oh, the calf stretch you get here. Now the last thing on this side, we'll roll those toes forward. We're going to move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. We'll bring our left arm in, right arm, and if you wanted to stay here, that's good. Or if you can have your elbows meet the mat, we'll stay there for 3 breaths. Come on back up now. You can scooch that foot a little closer to the center. Both hands flat on the mat, curl the toes of your right foot, and we'll step the left foot back. We're back in down dog. Now we're looking up between the hands. We're gonna step the right foot forward, left foot meets the mat this time. And we'll swing those arms up and overhead, pushing that hip forward, trying to stay square, making sure we can see the right toes. Arms up and overhead. Let's breathe. Push the shoulders down. Mine are starting to creep up. Okay, you're going to frame your right foot with your hands. Send your hips back. Those right toes come up for this very serious stretch. Can be very intense. Just back up if you have to. You can find that foot flat again. Now move it out to the edge of your mat. Bring your right hand in. Again, stay here if you like. Or come on all the way down. You might find that this is easier on one side than the other. Absolutely, I do. This is a tougher side for me. We're going to breathe here. Find your hands flat on the mat. You can scooch that right foot in. Come on back to all fours. Place your right hand in the middle of the mat. And we're going to take our left hand and draw it up like a bow. And we're going to keep this with some movement this time. So then we're going to thread that through, stretch as far as we can, and then come on back up. And then 2 more times like that. So thread it through, stretch, back up, thread it through, stretch, Come on back up. And then we're just gonna change hands. So left foot, sorry, that's not my foot, it's my hand. Left hand flat on the mat. Draw the bow all the way up. Swing it through. Stretch as far as you can. Back up into the sky. Stretch as far as you can. Reach. Stretch. Hands flat on the mat. Curl your toes under. Last down dog we're gonna do, so really stretch into it. And now I would like you to just walk your hands up to your feet. Get as close as you can without lifting your palms. Inhale, knee bend, all the way back up. And exhale. We're gonna inhale again, all the way up. And this time we're gonna come all the way down, in between our knees, sitting up tall, no pressure with the elbows. Take 3 breaths here. And then you can let your bottom fall all the way to the mat. We'll keep our right leg long and the left leg will come in. And we're gonna reach up out of our hips and fold all the way forward. Remember that this stretches wherever it works for you. Inhale with a rise and exhale, you may fall a little farther. Let's come all the way up. We're going to switch up and out of our hips and then fall forward. Remembering to flex the toes. I forgot to say that last time. Now that we've limbered those up a little bit, we'll try for both. So feet straight out, legs straight out, feet are flexed, reaching up out of our hips and falling forward. 3 breaths here. Come on back up, and we're going to come all the way down to our backs. So just as slow as you can, use your core. Come down, come down, come down, and let everything go. We're gonna bend the left leg, foot is flat on the floor, and the right leg is gonna come like a figure 4 over top. So your foot and your knee are together. Now you're going to reach through the hole you've created and have one hand on the outside. You're going to lift your left leg and you can put slight pressure, not too much, onto your right knee if you like. And we're going to breathe. Place your left foot down on the floor and then cross your right leg just a little farther over. Bring your arms out to a T and let everything fall to the left. So your right hip comes right off the floor. Right knee is pointing towards the left wall. You can undo your body from that. This time we'll have the right knee bent, right foot on the floor, lift your left leg, cross it over top of your right. And again, we're gonna put our hands through the hole we created and on the outside of our right leg, and we'll just pull that knee in a little bit. We can put just ever so slight pressure on the knee, nothing too serious. You definitely don't wanna torque this to where it's gonna hurt you. And we'll breathe here. Helps if you smile. Right leg down to the floor. You're gonna cross your left knee over top, arms out to a T, and now just let everything fall to the right. And breathe here. We'll come on out of that, both feet on the floor now, knees are bent. We're gonna take our hands and try to meet our feet. This stretch is called Happy Baby. Some people love it, some people don't, but it feels really good for your hips. So you're gonna grab those feet and just gently pull your feet down so that your knees are kind of at your armpit kind of thing. And then you can, if you like, you can stay there or give a little rock back and forth. You can see why this is called Happy Baby. Some people are not very happy when they're doing this. I tend to like it. Okay, and now we're gonna put those knees together and do a little bit of a rock and roll. So a little bit of a massage for the spine, knees up and back, and then we can get the momentum going just a little bit more. And you probably already guessed, we're gonna come all the way back to a seated position. We just wanna do 2 more stretches here. So one of them is gonna be butterfly. We'll put our feet together as you can, and see how much we can open those hips and give a little flutter. It might help. Sitting up tall, remembering to breathe. Now you can come to a cross-legged position or just have kind of one foot in front of the other. Cross if you like, that's fine too. And we're gonna stretch up and to the left. Come down as far as you can. Come on back up. You guessed it, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Arms all the way up, over top of the right. All the way back up, and we're gonna switch the feet and do it again. It just changes the stretch a little bit in your hips. Arms up, over to the left. Arms up again, over to the right. So the aim here for today, come on back up, was to try and stretch pretty much every body part we use when we're walking and running, which is almost every body part. So hopefully you got a good stretch today. If you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again soon. Till next time.